Sebastian, thanks for joining us. Really great to have a conversation with you today. Let's dive in.
Let's dive in. Let's see.
Can you describe how it feels to be an insights professional right now with so much anxiety around the introduction of AI?
Wow, it feels like the first day of school. Like suddenly you are new to this, everything seems new, seems foreign, everybody speaks better and more fluent than you. You are a little bit lost. So it is tense times, but it's a time that we are discovering a magnificent and very useful new tool. It is times that we are challenging what we know and how we do things. And now with all these new tools, a new life of possibilities are getting open for us. Like we can do things faster, we can do things with less sample sizes, we can do things we can ask questions. Like before you needed to master SPS language. Suddenly you just ask a question and you will get an answer. So those things are drastically changing how we operate in our field. I can imagine for other fields, but in our field, it's been a huge revolution that is making everybody a little bit anxious.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is good. Like I feel that if we were so comfortable, we wouldn't be taking so much advantage of it.
Yeah. And how do you guide, especially junior people, around that level of anxiety? Do you offer any kind of advice yet on?
I mean, like I think that like I was like when it first came out, I was not embracing it. I was one of those like, let me see first. But no, then I said like embrace it. Just try to understand how it could be your friend, what you could do. But most important, try to reference your work and try to understand what type of answers these new tools are giving you and how they are really helping you.
Right.
So you don't get distracted by the vastness of the technology, because at the end of the day, it's a technology. So we need to put the human touch in it.
Yeah, and you're probably answering some of this question, but insights professionals can see this as an ally or an enemy. How do you get them to be more proactive in seeing AI as an ally?
I would say that being an enemy is this idea that it will replace us, that suddenly people from our clients will be able to have a language like a normal conversation with an AI and not using us to mediate. I feel that is not right. I feel that we need to learn what it means, what the answers means. I feel that, again, this is a technology that we are fast adapting to it. We are learning how to take the best out of it, but we need to always to reference of what we knew. Like the important thing is that we are in a progression here. This is another step. Probably this is a leapfrog, but we come from somewhere, and this is trying to understand humans. AI will understand and give you beautiful information about behaviors. We need to put the sentiments and remember that insights lives in a place that you have values, beliefs, and behaviors. So like the values and the beliefs, that is probably more our learning journey from other type of tools on top of AI.
So that's a great segue into my next question, dealing with empathy. So how do you think that empathy fits into this age of AI tools?
I mean, like AI in the wrong hands could be a meat grinder. In the right hands could help us to really understand behavior. But if you don't have the empathy of understanding the values and the beliefs with these consumers, you won't be able to really understand the behavior. And I feel that is where we are dealing with. A lot of people say, okay, synthetic data is doing that, it's telling you that, and like you will see that most of what this data is telling you is predicting behavior. And behavior, it's a continuous thing. Like you have a stimuli, you start behaving some way, but your values and your beliefs are more static. So for me, that is very important, that empathy arrives there. So we really are understanding why we are seeing those behaviors. And like never forget that AI has millions of variables that they are taking in account. We as human beings, we have even more. So like intuition still
We're
is
complicated
still
creatures.
there. We are complicated culture, so we will see a conference today about the importance of culture. So that is even an important thing. We keep trying to segment consumers by very observable variables like life stage, nationality, things like that. But culture is what makes us more different or more closer. And I think that we live in a world that we are less predictable if we don't understand the culture. And that is where us as insights professional will help to use AI to reference all of these. So that's why empathy for me is crucial in this journey, and it's what we bring as insights professional to the table.
And you talked about AI bringing in a whole lot of data to predict the future, but what happens when the data that it's drawing changed, when the world changed around it, or it's new information, or something has changed?
I feel that when we have data that is changing so drastically, we tend to get very anxious. But we have seen this before. It will be another chat here in this conference this week about the future and from a futurist, and like she portrays that we have seen these cycles already. Mm-hmm. The thing is that now we are like these cycles get shorter and shorter. So we are used to changes. The thing is that we feel that this is the first time that this happens,
right.
But it's not. So I feel that we need to go back to our roots of what we knew. And I would say that today, having 20 plus years of experience in insights allows me to be a little bit more calm in this journey of playing and working and making friends with AI.
So you talked about those cycles kind of shortening. So that means business is moving a lot more quickly as well. So how do you effectively advocate for the consumer and bring their needs and wants to life for decision makers?
I feel that we need to have our fingers in the consumer pulse more frequently than we used to. I feel that, we have questions, we did research, we got our answers, and we move on. I feel that we are in a point that conversation needs to be always on. Like you've seen a lot of insights companies trying to keep that always on conversation. I feel that this is the moment that will start paying off. That we as corporate researchers, finally we will say, okay, I need to have, a better tool to understand always what consumers are thinking. And like more from an observation point of view, less an intrusive thing of asking questions. So I feel that we are in the moment that probably concept testing will be very different, because we can kind of predict what the consumer is already telling you what they want in their products, in their concepts. So how to do it. So I feel that there is a lot of things that is about to change, and we need to be very prepared for that. And like concept testing, I don't know what it comes to my mind, but concept testing is a very interesting thing, because we are testing concepts with people. And we as people, we have a set of variables that we take in consideration when we're doing a concept test. However, when we are shoppers, we rely on Amazon, on other chatbots to make our choices or to suggest us products. So we are testing with consumers something that they are not making the decision. Is a chatbot. For the chatbot, the price is the most important. The delivery time is the most important thing. So like even trying to adjust those things is going to be painful. Yeah. So I feel that we are entering a world of fast research, but always on.
It's interesting you say always on, because that desire is not new.
No.
Right? It's been around for a while. So this isn't so much new applications as it is the technology now allows us to do the thing that we've been wanting to do for a long time.
But also as manufacturers, as companies, we are able to fulfill faster the need of a consumer.
Right.
So that is why the always on now becomes more important than before, because before you had, like when you see a micro trend, like green is the color of the thing. It would take you like a year to produce a product to do that.
And then it's gone.
Today, we can produce in 2 months.
Yeah.
You
So
can
the
start
ability to
smaller
act on it.
experimentations. You can do way smaller things today and then start to pick them up. So it is always like we are going into that thing that the always on will allow us to react faster, because companies have the power today of launching something way faster than before. Like I remember when I started, a product will take like 3 years in development. Today, since in conception to seeding, to put it in the market could take 3, 4, 5 months. So we can do this faster.
Right.
So that is why today those more continuous research, those more always on data, they are getting more and more important than 2 years ago.
Yeah, great. How do you sort through data points, analytics, and reports and still keep your focus on understanding the consumer?
I mean, it is excruciating. I feel that we need to have a clear question to answer. And I feel that sometimes that is the hardest part. Like if we are able to really craft a question, and that is where a professional in the insights field has a point there, in really arrive to crafting the right question, and that will help you to sort how you answer it. So I feel that more than ever, we need to go back to which is the objective, what I'm trying to answer, which is my true question. And that is when empathy, that is when you can start using AI to answer basic things. That is when behavioral science becomes your friend and things like that.
Yeah, and that kind of brings you back around to addressing the anxiety, right?
Exactly.
There's still a place for this.
Exactly. It is like, and anxiety also driven by we are faster in doing a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like before I had 10 days to give a report. Now I have 2. And that is when AI become my friend.
Right. Yeah, that's a great point. Well, special thank you. This is
Thank
great.
you.
Really
Thank you
enjoyed
for
talking.
having me, and good luck during these days.
Yeah, thank you too. Enjoy the conference.
Perfect. Thank you.